Good afternoon, class. In today's video, what I wanted to do was to do an example problem from Ohm's law. This will be number 2 in the homework set that I gave you on Google Classroom, so you can check that out as you need to. So for this problem, we're dealing with Ohm's law, V equals IR, and the voltage on this one is 24 volts. The current is 7 amps, and we want to know what the resistance is. So, of course, we use our V equals IR as our equation, and then we just plug in our numbers and go for it. This should look familiar as you've done equations like F equals MA, P equals MV. You know, several of these types of equations should have an air of familiarity to you at this point. So let's take a look at that. I'm using the shortcut method here, and so we've got 24 volts equals 7 amps times R, and of course because it's the shortcut method, there's no need for units at this point. So then what I do is I divide both sides of the equation by 7 to isolate the variable, so my answer will be 24 over 7 ohms. And of course, like I've said in other videos, this is perfectly acceptable because as a fraction, this is the exact answer. There's no need to round or anything like that. However, I did want to give you a little bit of a bonus in this one because I did want to show you what the actual unit for an ohm is in base units. So we have Ohm's law, and then we say, okay, we know that a volt is a joule per coulomb, and a joule is newtons times meters. So what we can do is we can break down newtons and all of these into base units to find that a volt is about a kilogram meter squared per coulomb second squared. We know that an amp is coulombs per second, so using Ohm's law, we can actually figure out what an ohm is in base units. So after we do a whole bunch of math, and I'm not going to really label this out right now, just to give you an idea. You can pause the video at any time and take a look at this. But at the end of it, an ohm is going to be a kilogram meter squared per coulomb squared times second. Now, some of you may have found that it'll say something like kilogram meter squared per seconds cubed per amp squared or something like that. You know, you might find that on another, like a Google search for that. But we're gonna stick with base units here, and that's why it's kilogram meter squared per coulomb squared times second, or per second. So with that, I thought I'd give you that little bit of a bonus unit analysis there to assure you that volts, amps, and ohms are all have their base unit equivalents, and that they work out pretty well. So that is how to do a problem using Ohm's law. Good luck in your studies. May the force be with you.